Thank you, Madam Chair. Secretary Roth, it was great having you at Barksdale recently to see firsthand the great work our airmen are doing in Northwest Louisiana. And as you're aware, the work done on base is critically important to maintaining our national security, especially as we continue our ongoing nuclear modernization efforts. As you know, one issue I'm particularly interested in is the ongoing struggle to construct the new entrance gate and the access road at Barksdale. The state and local governments have invested considerable amounts to construct the interchange that will allow traffic to flow to the new gate from the interstates. The point is that the state and local governments have held strong to their end of the bargain and committed millions of dollars to the project based on assurances that the Air Force will see the project through. To be frank, the Air Force has fumbled the ball on this critical project. First, the project was severely underbid, and then there was an unwillingness to reprogram funds to solve that shortfall. So I certainly appreciate that the new gate was listed on the Air Force's unfunded priority list for this fiscal year. Grateful for that. And I'm going to work with all my colleagues to make sure we get this squared away once and for all. But my question is, Mr. Roth, will the Air Force commit to seeing this project through and to reaffirming to stakeholders that they can trust when the Air Force says it's going to do something, that promise will actually be kept?
Yes, I mean, we are committed to working with our partners here to make sure that the project happens.
Thank you for that. And on a different note, I was very pleased to see the line item in FY 22 budget request to construct our weapons generation facility at Barksdale. That's been a big focus of mine and many in the Louisiana delegation for some time now. Can you or General Brown comment on the strategic value that a WGF at Barksdale will bring to our country and the versatility that it will provide to the Air Force in ensuring that we have a strong strategic deterrent?
Sure. Weapon generation facility will actually make it much easier for our airmen to be responsive in how we actually generate combat power from our, particularly from our bomber bases and from our nuclear bases that support ICBM fields. And so not only for Barksdale, but for the other locations where we actually build out weapons generation facilities and modernize our capability to match up with the not only the technology and platforms we're providing, but also to make sure it actually works well to support us against whatever threats might come our way.
Thank you for that, General. On the strategic importance of the aircraft itself, in the past year, we've seen B-52s from Barksdale and elsewhere deployed all over the world, from Europe and the Middle East over to the Indo-Pacific. And according to the Air Force, the current B-52 engines will become unsustainable by 2030. Secretary Roth, what is the Air Force doing to ensure the B-52's engines are replaced before that looming deadline?
We have an ongoing acquisition program to replace the engines, and not only that, but we've actually put that program on the new modern accelerated acquisition kind of a process. We're using some of the authorities that we've gotten over the last couple of years. And so our estimate is using some of the new, what's so-called mid-tier acquisition authorities, that we'll be able to shave about 3 years off the acquisition lead time in order to make that happen.
We're very grateful for that prioritization. And as you and I were walking beneath those big birds of B-52s not long ago, I remarked about the engineering marvel that will be a 100-year aircraft is projected. It's really amazing. General Brown, limited time I have left. With the limited availability of the B-1 and the B-2 bombers right now, and the B-21 still in development, what would be the impact of a significant delay to the B-52 re-engineering effort from an operational perspective?
It actually will decrease our operational availability, and that's why going down the path of the modernization and the engine as well, and as you described, nearing 100 years old, it's important that we make the right efforts to continue the modernization so we have the operational availability and the flexibility to provide air power anytime, anywhere in support of our command commanders.
Well, I'm out of time. I'll yield back, but I just thank you all for your service very much, and thanks for your time today. I yield back.